Morning, everybody, and it's great to see some faces live, and for those of you that are online, thanks for joining us. This is always a special time for us. We've had to modify what we've done in the last couple of years, but we're able to get together this year. And this is an opportunity, first off, to say thanks to everybody that's been part of this campaign. Many of you have been part of the giving and the outreach and the partnering that we've had with United Way for a number of years. So I want to say thanks to everybody in your own way of giving and committing your resources, your time is very meaningful, and I sincerely appreciate that on behalf of AFL. AFL is also part of this, and we make a significant contribution as well. One of the most important things is, as we get to understand this, is in our giving, is we get to understand and learn what our community needs are, and they're significant. And with the pandemic, it's only been exacerbated really with some of the needs and reduced funding across many of these organizations. So what we do is meaningful, it's significant, and I'm very proud of what we're going to be talking about here in a very short order. First off, let me welcome, I'll have these two folks say something a little bit. Paige Stevenson, who is President and CEO of the United Way of Piedmont, and Mike Witt, Corporate Development Director. Locally, we partner with United Way of Piedmont. This is a global campaign, but for those that are online or out of South Carolina, we understand this is just not South Carolina centric, although we have our largest base here. So in our most recent campaign, we had a goal this year of $450,000, which was about a 20% increase over last year. Anybody want to guess of, did we achieve that?
Yes.
Anybody want to guess what we achieved? More than 450. More than 475. Less than 500. All right, Corey, let's roll it out.
Oh my gosh.
496. That's impressive. Last year, 2020, our number was 379. So 379 this year, 496. This is just part of it. I'll talk about the global total in just a second. A couple of key things. This was made up of 726 individual donors. It's huge. 7% increase over last year. Great job, everybody. Appreciate everybody's support. We have three groups in the company that have to especially recognize at 100% participation. HR, our legal team, and international trade. Great job. And our one facility that had the most significant progress this year was our USAC business. Our USAC business increased from 37% to 59%. Great job by that facility and that business. So let me take a pause there, and I'd like to turn it over to Paige and let Paige say a few words. Thank you.
Thanks, Jody. Wow. Okay, you can tell that this is just absolutely overwhelming. We have never had an organization show up and show out like this. I mean, this is incredible. And it is so humbling to think that you have entrusted us with these resources to make a difference in people's lives across this community. It is fabulous to know that we've got a corporate partner that is, that does things that you're the template, you're the blueprint for others to follow. With your visible vocal leadership, with your setting of goals and surpassing them, I mean, blowing them out of the water, oh my gosh. Whenever we think about the why, you know, why we're getting up every day, it is because we truly believe that everyone deserves the opportunity to thrive. And it is great to know that we've got a corporate partner that is right there with us in making sure that people have that opportunity. And over the next 9 years, as we are working diligently to make sure that 11,000 people are moved to self-sufficiency so that they don't need public or private assistance, just know that you are core in making that happen. This past year has been tremendously difficult. As Jody said, we have seen people reach out for assistance that have never needed assistance before. And the resources that have been here to help stabilize, and now to have these kinds of resources to help us continue to move people forward is just absolutely astounding. And so thank you so very much. And I can't wait to see what you've done globally if you've done this here. Oh my gosh. So thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Well, as I mentioned earlier, you can put the check down. The real one will be presented at some point. When you think about the needs, you know, where we all live, and you know, in many cases we're somewhat removed from the needs. You know, we're sort of in our own little bubble, and you know, we don't see it necessarily. But you have to look far. You really don't if you want to. And as I've become involved in this, you know, I get pretty emotional about it, honestly. But it's significant what we've been able to do as a company. So I want to thank everybody for that. Okay, so on the total level, we talk about this is a global campaign that we've really tried to get all of our locations and segments of our business to be part of the overall United Way campaign. And we've really made a lot of great progress through working over many years for this. So this past year, we set a target goal of $570,000, which is about a 15% increase from the year before. And we were able to achieve a result of $670,000. So this is on a worldwide basis. You might want to hold it for much older. Keep going and do this at the same time. So a couple of statistics here. This turned out to be a 36% increase over 2020. A year ago, our total contributions were $494. So you know, that's a big increase from the year before. We had a 27% increase in the number of donors. We had over 2,000 individual donors this past year. It was just fantastic. One of our key locations that had a significant increase was Monterrey, Mexico. Monterrey, Mexico had about a 50% increase in the number of donors. So, it truly is a global and worldwide campaign that we're trying to promote here. Every community that we operate in has needs, and we certainly have seen that in living color here the last couple of years. ITC, which is new to the campaign, came in with a $22,000 donation. And our biggest mover and change this past year over year, was Monroe, North Carolina, our enterprise services business, with a 123% increase over last year, making a $14,500 donation to the community. Great job to all those locations, those businesses, I greatly appreciate your support and your commitment. And thanks to everybody. But we couldn't do this without some leadership, some local leadership, and that local leadership, everybody knows who that is. That's Corey. Corey keeps this all together, does this in an incredibly professional way. Very proud of what you do, and we all owe Corey a big thank you, and I'd like to have her say a few words.
This is so exciting. I've seen this year over year, and we've been doing this for over 10 years, and to watch it grow is really an honor. It's an honor to be a part of a company that believes in giving back, that lives the core value of community engagement, and it's an honor to come in every day and just work with each of you. I want to thank you all for your generosity. You blew it out of the park, and it's just absolutely amazing. I do have notes here, so I'm going to try to read a little bit without my glasses. It might be a little further away. There is a committee that meets periodically, and I really wanted to recognize them because they do put in a lot of hard work. We start planning in the December, January timeframe for a May or June campaign. It really takes a lot. So I'd like to recognize Katie Kleiber, Kristen Decker, Rob Davis, Angie Myers, and Carl Pritchett. They were all part of the Spartanburg campaign, and we met pretty much every other week to talk about the strategy, what we would do, and even what we would do today. So a big thanks to them. A lot of them are behind me, or they're somewhere around here anyway, but thank you. I also want to thank Matt Roberts. I tease him all the time. I tell him he's my best friend in June. And but he is the mastermind behind the portal that we use and did a lot. He answered a lot of my questions along the way. And took a lot of time out of what he does on a daily basis to support this campaign. So big thanks to Matt Roberts. And as you all know, we have 7 buildings, so I can't do this alone, and the committee can't do it alone. So we recruited from human resources, we recruited from the maintenance team, and we had different leaders, engineers in different areas who were helping out along the way. And I just want to give a big thank you and a good shout out to them as well. And lastly, this is a global campaign, and I have contacts around the world. And they live our core value of community engagement. They're involved in their communities. They have a passion for what they do. And a big shout out to them. Hopefully they're going to be watching. If they're not watching already, hopefully. I just want to say thank you to all of you who are online. And that's really all I have. Again, thank you again. You're incredibly generous, and the campaign has been amazing. We're already looking at what next year is going to look like. We'll see about that. But I mean, I can only expect so much more. It's an amazing campaign to work on and help support. So thank you so much. That concludes our program, and thank you for everyone who is here today and for everybody who is online too.
Thank you.